Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm going to cross this mountain range. This is called the Salt Range, which is a mountain range on the northern side of Punjab, Pakistan. So it's a bit of a steep climb. So I'm going north, so I will be ascending. So while going through it, the roads are a bit twisty and steep. So I'll give you a few points on, how to safely drive through such roads, and we'll see how the cooling system of the car performs. Throughout my trip so far, the coolant stays roughly between 83 to 84 degrees Celsius, which is perfectly fine. So we'll see if um, the coolant actually spikes or not. So we're almost there. I'm driving a 5-speed manual Honda. So when it comes to a manual, obviously you'd have to be a bit more mindful into your gear selection. With automatics, it's pretty much straightforward, it's easier. But even with automatics, you have to keep a few things in mind, which I will share with you shortly. So we're almost at the base. The speed limit on this highway is 120 kilometers. And while climbing up or descending, it's at 60 kilometers max. And during the curves, it's around 40. So here we have the second largest salt mine. The largest mine is in Ontario, Canada. Okay, now I'm in third gear. I didn't actually see the speed limit yet. I think the board is down. Now you don't want, in a manual, you don't want to go too low a gear. You're going to put unnecessary stress on the engine, on the transmission. So do what is feasible. So I'm in third gear at 60 right now. The car isn't loaded, so no issues in climbing. Though it's a smaller engine, 1.0-liter Honda engine in the Jazz, Fit, and City. Actually, the Fit, I think, only came in a 1.5-liter. The Jazz had both options, the 1.3, 1.5, same with the Honda City. So I'm comfortably climbing in third gear or maintaining my speed at 60 kilometers. It's a tough go for these heavy vehicles. Now, these roads here are dangerous. A lot of people do not take warning to the speed limit, the fact that these are twisty roads. And there have been a lot of deaths in this area. This stretch is about 10 kilometers to get through and on top of the mountain range. Now, if you have an auto, I mean, you can keep it in the normal drive, but you don't want to end up in a situation where it's continuously searching. So, for example, it's continuously switching gears or gear ratios. That can also add unnecessary stress on your transmission. So, for CVT, for example, you can go from normal drive to S mode, and you, even in some vehicles, you have L mode, low gear mode. But in this case, S would be fine. For other like traditional auto transmissions, you have D, you have 3, 2, 1. Third would be fine. For DCTs also similar thing. You can, now if you have the option, you could, now here's the speed limit, it's showing 40. 40 is usually on the curves, it's not overall. Now when it comes to paddle shifters, or if you have the option to select a manual gear or lock in a gear ratio, that is also an option for automatic gearboxes. The left side of this road, the third lane, is reinforced because of the heavy traffic, heavy vehicles. So I'm still in third gear, comfortably climbing. No need to put it in second. But it really depends. I remember when I've passed here, it's been a while though, a few years now, but when the vehicle was loaded, full of luggage, full of people, I would have to go into second gear. Now the coolant is at 87 degrees now. Now I said previously that I was averaging around 83, 84, between 100 to 120 kilometers per hour. Now it's peaking up now to 88, 87, 88. So you can see going uphill, it does put stress on your cooling system. So before going on a road trip, it's always important to make sure that you know your car is in tip-top shape, that your fluids are changed on time, and more importantly, check your brakes. Now there's a bit of a downhill here. You do not want to ride your brakes to the point where you get brake fade. When you get brake fade, meaning your brakes heat up to a point where you actually lose brake effectiveness. So I will be returning tomorrow through this where it's a descent. So in that video, I will be discussing, look at this idiot just cutting in front of me. See, this is the problem. I mean, what's the hurry? Enjoy the scenery, the beauty. So as I said, I will be returning tomorrow, and I will be discussing about and showing you or discussing when to brake, when not to brake, how to engine brake, stuff like that. You don't want to heat up your brakes too much. Easy climb, still in third gear. Let me just put it in second. This stretch, usually I've had to put it in second, when the car was loaded in past years. Let's see. Now I'm in second. Third gear now. Again, no issues. So before going on a road trip, as I said, make sure your fluids have been changed on time. Before this trip, I changed the oil. It was already due, so I changed the oil. I changed the coolant a month back. I have a video on that too. It was due. 5 years had passed. So Honda says to change the coolant every 5 years or 100,000 kilometers after the first change. And as far as the brakes go, I have fairly new brake rotors, brake pads, brake shoes are in good shape. Brake fluid must be changed on time. Again, Honda recommends to change it. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get into the first lane. Now I'm just shifting to second. And this is a bit of a steeper climb. So I'm gone back into second gear. Honda engines do sound good. That's one thing for sure. Now, if your cooling system is working fine, again, you should be using coolant. Don't be using plain water. That's not right. You should have no issues at all. Your engine will maintain its proper operating temperature. So I was saying about brake fluid. You should change your brake fluid every 3 years at a minimum, at least. Max 3 years, not at a minimum. Brake fluid does absorb moisture over time, so you should change it. So in my case, the brake fluid, I think I changed it probably a year and a half ago. Clutch fluid I changed probably a few months back when I overhauled my clutch pedal. I have a video on that too. Actually, it's a series. Transmission fluid, again, that was due. I changed. This time I switched to, for the first time, from Honda MTF to Amsoil 5W30 Synchro Mesh. And I have, again, videos on that too. I do have to give a feedback on my winter experience of using Amsoil, and I'll probably have that video out within a month or so. Always use the correct oil also for your engine. Okay, we've crossed it. That's it. We've crossed the salt range. It's back up to 120. Gotta hit that Vtec now. Well, that's it, guys. As always, thanks for watching.